Hi, sir.
Hi.
Good evening.
Mhm.
Um, my name is John Vincent Engineer, and I studied in Zapatero National High School in Senior High School Department. And I took a general academic strand, and I'm doing this because of my career guidance module. And before anything else, I would like to ask you some few information. I need your name, occupation, highest educational attainment, name of company, and the number of years in the job.
Sure, no problem. My name is Carl Sarana, and I'm working as a service associate. And the name of the company that I'm working right now is the Lighthouse Restaurant, and I've been working for almost 2 years. That's all.
And let's move forward to some questions for the part one. What are your typical job or business duties and responsibilities?
I have mentioned that I work as a service associate in a restaurant, and excuse me, typically to serve other people. But I can provide to you what are the duties and responsibilities of being a service associate. First is to welcome the customer or the guest in enthusiastic way. Second, offer the best value for money of what they have, and at the same time, get their food and drinks orders. And last would be satisfy them by doing the extra mile if in case they're going to ask for something in the services.
That was a meaningful answer, but just a little concern, sir.
Mm-hmm.
How do you deal with those customers, guests, or people who are not preferred to your, to yourself?
Services.
Yeah, to your services.
Um, if the customer will, if there is a customer complaint, I have to apply the learn system, which is to listen to the customer's concern, um, empathize to them or sympathize to them. Does A as in apologize, apologize to them if what would be the concern, um, react or respond to them or ask questions if needed, and of course to notify or give feedback to the customer. That's the thing that I can answer to you.
That was that was nice acronyms. I would have loved to memorize it. And let's move forward to the second question. What are the necessary skills for this type of your job?
For me, it is very important to have communication skills because if you're going to think without communication, there would be a misunderstanding and it will lead to a failure or error to the operation. Um, what else? Leadership. It is very important to have leadership because in the workplace, if you can see a lot of people who doesn't have any leadership, and then there would be a miserable, and it is very important so that you can motivate them in order to correct the path in working. And yeah, last is time management. If you're not going to lose your job, and then you have to come early to the workplace and acquire new learnings. You have because time is gold, right?
And gold is money. And so,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I love what you're saying, but we tend to believe that leadership starts within ourselves. And then let me just ask you this question:
Correct.
how do you say that communication is essential to our well-being?
Um, it is very important. I already mentioned it that it will lead to a failure operation. That's the reason why that is very important.
Yeah, you're right. And the third question: what is the most satisfying aspect of your job?
Satisfying aspect for me is to earn, to earn or acquire knowledge or learnings from your company. At the same time, earn money or salary in order for you to sustain the needs of your family.
Yeah, that was quite good That's right. And the
Mhm.
fourth question, what is the most challenging aspect of your job?
Since you know that I'm working in a restaurant, or um, I can say that it is very challenging to meet new people, um, encounter lots of people who have different attitudes, different cultures, especially their language. That is hard for you, and it's gonna be a challenging to face that. Yeah, that's it. That's very
What
challenging.
about what about the measurement of your patients?
The measurement of my patients, it's quite long, and I can apply it to everywhere I want to go.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And the fifth question is, what are the personal characteristics, values, and attitude that are needed in your job?
That are needed in my job. Can you repeat the
Okay, okay. What are the personal characteristics, values, and attitude that are needed in your job?
I have to be. I have to enjoy and love on working. I have to have initiative. Um, what else? I have to focus on work, and I have to be open minded as well.
hmm Yeah, that was impressive. But then, my question here is, does you have hard times with your duties, with your recent days for your job?
None, because it's already, I'm already almost 2 years. I can say at first it's very hard because that's the, how do I say this? It will really start
Yeah.
it is hard time at first, but once you already love your job and you adapted everything, then it's gonna there's a smooth, how do I say it, operation or something like that.
And for the sixth question, for the last part of the part one, do you
Mhm.
also possess these characteristics, values, and attitudes?
Exactly.
If yes, what are those that you possess?
I already mentioned like being optimistic, be patient. That is based on my experiences. I possess all of those.
What about bad possessions? It's yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, what? Okay. So let's move forward to part two. I hope you'd love it.
Mm-hmm.
Mission statement, guiding principles, and core values. The question here is, what are your guiding principles or beliefs that you are holding on to stay in your job or business?
Believe.
Or will I repeat the question?
Sure.
What are your guiding principles or beliefs that you are holding on to stay in your job or business?